Are you starting to feel like you are blending in amongst the other athletes and influencers in the snowmobile and dirt bike community? With limited women's fits and kits for riding gear, we are often left with a selective few options for sledding monosuits, pants and jackets, along with dirt bike jerseys and dirt bike pants. Most brands tend to look very similar in colorways and style. Therefore, we start to blend in, we start to look the same when we are on the slopes, on the trails, in the mountains. So how do you start to stand out and be recognizable when you're dressed head to toe in your riding gear? How to be the vibe, better yet, how to be your own vibe. And this is for the snowmobile and dirt bike influencers and riders like yourself. Let's go. Hey, I'm Angelisa, your host for Brat Babes Throttle Talk, and if I'm in your ears today, hey, hi, and hello, and if you're watching over on YouTube, hey, hi, and hello. I'm so glad that you guys are here and you're listening in on today's topic, which is how to be your own vibe. Okay, I'm really excited about this one because this is kind of my jam. I try to be a little bit different when I can, or try to create some type of unique style on and off the snow and the trails. So here are 5 ways that you can implement your unique style and vibe into your riding, and most importantly, into your daily living. So let's start with, how do you be your own vibe outside of your sports? So today's topic, we're going to talk a lot about doing the style outside of your sports to really embody our vibe. That's where it starts, is outside of our sports rather than in our sports. So how can we embody this vibe that we really want to, curate? And how can we start to bring that into our sports? How can we bring our own unique style there? Okay, so number 1 is your lifestyle wardrobe. This is a given, but what you wear is the best representation of who you are. And it's the first steps of self-care. Feeling great in what you wear not only makes you feel good, but it also boosts your confidence, self-esteem, and reduces anxieties and stressors. It's not about spending money on expensive items rather than wearing what truly sparks joy and you feel like a complete badass in. So you got to determine what type of style that you're going for. I'm going to talk a lot about Pinterest in this episode. So start pinning, going on there, creating a board of style, and start pinning the type of clothes that you want to start wearing and what is it that you're looking for. So I have I have my list here, and it says, are you the comfy type? Maybe you like to wear jogger suits with space buns in your hair. Maybe you like the boho free people style with long flowy dresses and wide brim hats. Maybe you like the more edgy look that is inspired by the 90s, the yellow plaid pants, the bucket hats, Doc Marten boots. There are so many unique styles, and the beauty about style is that you can blend them to whatever you desire, because here's the kicker. Your vibe is what you desire. So there's no I need to dress, let's say if you're inspired by the 90s, I need to dress this one way. But then let's say you like, I don't know, cowboy disco style. You can definitely blend them in. It's not a one way and that's the way, not a one way highway sort of thing. Start to experiment, and that's something that I love doing for my own style, is how can I experiment with what I have already in my closet and add new things. So I really do believe that getting ready every single morning, you are telling your brain that this is going to be a good day and that you're ready to take on the day. So I work from home, and I do a lot of filming. I do a lot of my podcast. I do a lot of my video YouTube, but I also have a part-time job where I work as a freelancer for graphic design. I have meetings upon meetings, Zoom meetings for website design and other art projects. And so I can't just, I guess I could really show up in like sweatpants, a hoodie. Actually, let's be honest, that's what I wear most of the time, but I have to always do something with my hair, or I have to wear makeup because it just makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I am ready to tackle anything that comes my way because I'm ready for it and there's no surprises. So, and I just feel better when I've taken care of myself in making those steps to have a good day. And that always starts with putting on a good, comfy outfit, doing my hair, and doing my makeup. So, wear the damn tutu if you want. Wear the crop top or whatever it is that you're dying to wear, but you're afraid of the judgment. You're afraid that people are going to look at you differently, and you're afraid of putting yourself out there. Something that I love, one of my influencers, if you're new to the channel, one of my favorite influencers is Sammy Jeffcott. I think that's how you say her last name. I'll put a photo up here, and I love her style, and she's like, her whole motto is wear whatever you want because you're gonna die. Basically, you're gonna die one day, so you might as well enjoy what you wear. And I love that about her, and her style is like very glamorous, but she's also gothic chic, and I'm very inspired by her outfits. She has a harness shop, like a harness collection, which this was even before she came out with her own harnesses. I actually bought one back in 2018 when I first saw her because I was very inspired. So I would love to own her Ardero harness. Anyways, I'm going off track. So anyways, do some research on some styles that you are a fan of. And another thing that I love is being comfy, because again, I work at home and I need to be comfortable. I am all about comfort, but I'm all about also creating my own unique style, whatever that looks like. Maybe it's like doing my hair funky, maybe it's doing my makeup funky, or wearing funky tops, funky pants, whatever it is. So let go of pleasing others and start wearing the clothes you bought and that you want. Let's be honest, some of us have clothes, garments in our closet that we've never worn, and they might even have tags on them. I know I'm guilty of that. So you might be feeling kind of afraid to start wearing the clothes, but if you can start to explore your style and adapting it little bits at a time, you're gonna feel like a true badass when you can start to dress in your own vibe, in your own style. And this is where the beauty happens, where you truly become the version of yourself that you wish was possible. So if you start to explore with style, my best advice is to hop on Pinterest, and that is where you're going to look up different styles, different genres of clothing, and start to find similar pieces that you have in your closet that you can somehow work with what you have, but create it in a style that you like, that you want to start showing up as. Does that make sense? Maybe it's the hair. Maybe you want to start putting in more effort into doing some updos, unique braids, faux hawks, space buns, or you want to start incorporating more beanies, toques, hats, that sort of thing, berets. Maybe it's makeup. Maybe you want to start experimenting with different colors that you've never worn. Maybe it's that orange lipstick that you bought years ago that you've never worn. This is the time to start experimenting, and we are in fall, going on in winter, and now's the best time to start incorporating those things and doing things a little bit differently. We're coming up to the new year, 2024, so let's start showing up as the vibe that we want to be, right? The only way to start showing up in your unique style is by trial and error. And the only way to do this is to just start adding that one unique clothing, that one unique makeup, that one unique hairstyle every single day, little bits at a time. For me, my obsession is fun pants. Even though you guys never see them here on the videos, I do love a set of good fun pants. I'm very short, but I have a big booty, okay? I have a big booty. And I find it very hard to find pants that fit me properly. So I love the cargo style pants right now. I know that's kind of trending at this moment, but I've always been like that, like since I was younger. I love the cargo jogger style pants because it fits my body amazing, like yeah. And also flare pants. I'm a big lover of flares as well. So anyways, I'm going off topic, but I have a few pieces, some really unique pieces of pants. So I just kind of make it work within my closet, and I rotate outfits. Like, I'm pretty sure you've seen me in my vintage KTM shirt a few times, and sometimes I wear it with turtlenecks, long sleeves, or just on its own. It's an extra large men's shirt, but yeah, this is something that's rotating in my closet all the time. Okay, number 2 is your environment. What does your home, bedroom, office, kitchen, bathroom look like? Do you have a vibey corner? This is something that I talk a lot about in my one-on-one coaching program. And it's so that you can create a space. So I have in here, do you have a place where you feel at peace? Do you have a sitting corner where you can feel relaxed and read a book, journal, or do whatever it is that relaxes you and brings you a sense of peace? Maybe you love dark and moody decor, or maybe you feel at peace with lots of plants around. Maybe you love an organized and tidy space. Is your style vintage, gothic, minimalist? There we go. Beige, eclectic. Oh my God. All of it, right? Start to narrow down what type of space that you want and how do you want it to look. Creating a space that reflects who you are and your personality is one of the best ways to set the tone and mood for your day. Once again, you don't need to spend money on this. Just look around to see what you have to create like the ultimate space. Perhaps you want to paint a section in the house, or maybe you want to use some wallpaper, add shelves, have candles, have plants, and lighting. Lighting can go such a long way. The idea about our environment is that we want to create a space that we can vibe in daily, okay? We spend most of our time at home, so how can we make it unique and special to you? Maybe it's your yard. Maybe you have a garden you tend to that is a meditative space. Maybe you have a cozy deck or a balcony. Pick one area in your house that you find you spend a lot of your time in, and that you would like to spend more time in, and make it your vibey space, your vibey corner. And this is really going to set the tone. So I journal every single morning. I get up at 5 a.m. and I created a little space on a couch with lots of plants. I sometimes light a candle, but I don't really have a big enough table. Anyways, I'm just trying to paint a picture for you. And this is where I start my day every day. It's my own little vibey corner. I get to be in a state where it's like I don't know, I'm just kind of starting my day on a good note. That's kind of what you want for your environment, where you can spend some time, sit back, reflect, and just get into the vibey self. Also, I have a Pinterest board. It's on private, so I look at that every morning to see what I can cultivate that day. So number 3 is, what are you consuming? What are you reading? What are you listening to daily? This is such an important note. It's so easy for us to scroll on social media apps or sit and watch TV, but I want to ask you, and be honest, are you taking the time to learning something new every single day? What are you consuming daily? Are you taking the time to learn something new? Are you learning new ways to challenge yourself? Maybe your skills. Maybe you're learning how to wheelie on your dirt bike, but instead of going out to practice, you're en route to work. So what can you do to learn how to wheelie? Well, you can watch YouTube videos. I call this YouTubeology. Maybe you are driving home after work and you decide to listen in on a podcast. Take note of what kind of podcast that it is you're listening to and that you're learning from. Maybe you're an inspiring copywriter and wanting to learn more. Well, there's a podcast for that. Maybe you want to learn about your favorite influencer or athlete. Well, chances are there is a podcast for that, like mine, Brat Babes Throttle Talk. Maybe you're a book girly and you spend time reading on your commute, whether you're on the bus or a carpool. What are you reading? Self-help books can be a great way to better understand ourselves and learn to navigate life or any other obstacles that are in our way. A great book I recommend, and I've recommended this on the podcast or on my YouTube videos, is Becoming Supernatural. So take the time to learn something new, whether you're listening or you're reading it. I listen to a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of podcasts, and I also listen to a lot of audiobooks. And yeah, they're all self-help, but they're all something that I'm trying to learn within my skills. So when it comes to leadership, I'm listening on leadership, and another one is intuitive eating. I'm listening to something about that. I am also listening about habit trackers. Oh my God, there's so many things that I have on the go. Content creation, nutrition, copywriting, branding, all of the things. I'm constantly learning every single day. Number 4 is, who are you surrounding yourself with? So do a friend and family audit. Who do you ride with? Who do you hang out with? Who do you surround yourself with daily or you talk to daily? Pay close attention to those that you spend most of your time with. Are these people that are positive in your life, or are they negative? Are they always complaining, or are they grateful for something? Start to notice the conversations and how they make you feel. We can't always pick and choose our coworkers or our family members, but it is up to us on how we react in these conversations. And don't get me wrong, there is a difference between venting and having a shoulder to lean on. However, you want to surround yourself with those that are striving to be better versions of themselves. Those that are constantly learning and showing up when you know how hard it is. Choose to surround yourself with those that light you up, that lift you up, and that cheer you on, and that are proud of you and your progress. You want to start distancing yourself, or start to stay away from those that make you feel small, that make you feel judged, that make you feel like you're not good enough, and that make you feel like you need to constantly compare yourself to them. It can be a harsh reality to remove yourself or distance yourself, but I assure you it will only help you stay in the high vibe that you want to be in. I believe James Clear touches about this in his book Atomic Habits, which is also a very great read, and I highly recommend it. Again, in my coaching program, that's something I always recommend, is Atomic Habits by James Clear. So, who do you surround yourself with? Do an audit, and I would even challenge you further to journal on it and write down why you surround yourself with those people. Okay, number 5, lastly, we're going to move on to our snowmobiles and dirt bikes, which is kind of the main hub for this. And so how can we start to bring our style, our vibe into our sports? Well, it's quite easy, actually. It's styling your ride. Now, I created a video on how you can style your ride, and I'm going to leave it up here. And this is where you can start to define yourself as a influencer and an athlete. It's by creating custom graphics for your rides. So when it comes to colors and patterns to make your dirt bike and your snowmobile stand out. With outerwear looking somewhat the same, let's be honest, the best way to stand out is by customizing our vehicles with graphics. And I have to thank Jessie Pois from Pois Wraps for this, because she really does a fantastic job at making your vision, my vision, stand out. And that is how you get to develop your own unique vibe and style. If you haven't seen it yet, I finally wrapped my dirt bike. Now there's a few things that I still need to do and add, but I put a disco plate on that and she's chromed out, and my whole vision was Beyonce. That's what I was channeling, and I did make a video about that, and you can check that out next as well. And the best part about all of this is you can constantly change at any given moment. Your style never needs to be the same. It can be ever evolving and changing, which is the beauty about creating whatever it is you want. What you want to be known for, and your style and your vibe. So I hope this helps you with defining on how you can be your own vibe and how you can create your own style. I truly believe that we can be our best versions of ourselves by taking these steps into consideration. It's building blocks, but once we establish our own style inside and outside of our sports, we can truly start to stand out amongst the crowd. And besides, who wants to be the same anyways? I know I don't. So being normal is boring. Being your own vibe is exciting. Thank you so much for listening, and let me know your thoughts. If you feel you've learned something, let me know. If this resonates with you, also let me know. If you're watching over here on YouTube, please give me a like, subscribe, and comment. And if you're listening on my podcast, please leave me a review. I would appreciate it so much. And as always, you can send me a DM. My Instagram is at Angelisa Edwards. And you can drop me notes over there. But keep killing it safely out there. And most importantly, be the vibe, be your own vibe. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Okay, bye.